All right, coming to the stage. It's him. He's him. It's Rob Cesternino. Rob Cesternino.
Back of Performing Arts Center. Hey, Rob has a podcast. And now, here's the guy who's about to do the real Survivor Social Hour, Rob Cesternino. Hello, everybody. Wow. What a night. Who's excited? All right, that was tense. Kill the music. Let's effing podcast, okay? We have a star-studded show for you here tonight. We have, I would say, in this negotiation, over 24 survivors that are gonna be here with us tonight. And we're not trading them for any damn chickens. Let everybody at home know you're here, please. Yes, okay? All right, we've got a star-studded panel ready to go. Got some heavy hitters coming in off the top, okay? Here we go. Let's go with, we've got standing by, Kelly Nalbandian, Omer Zahir, James Jones, Lindsay Delasowicz, and Dom Abate. Hello, how are you? Hi. James, Omer.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Take a mic, have a seat, wherever you want. How's everybody doing? Do we lose anybody? We lost Dom Abate already?
He went to Coconut Grove.
10-1. 10-1, everybody.
Oh my
10-1.
God. How's everybody doing?
I guess I gotta respond because you're looking at me. So we are doing great. That was a great episode. What do y'all think?
And I just want to say to everybody, this isn't tribal council. You could talk to each other. You can ask questions.
We're scarred, Rob.
We're
very
a
scarred.
here, you know?
Yes, okay. Oh, wait, this is a live tribal, Omer? Something you want to share with the whole class?
There's no subtitles here, sorry.
No subtitles. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us. And hello, New York. What a great city. The subway's better than Toronto.
Okay, all right, let me start with... There he is.
There he is.
Dom, where you been?
You know.
Nature calls.
How you doing?
I'm well.
Okay. Kelly, let me start with you, okay?
I wonder
All right,
why.
You are the expert here on iconic tribal council exits.
Unfortunately true.
And for Anika, I mean, a classic moment.
Classic. And you know what? She remembered her torch, which is better than I did. So, Anika, wherever you are, I got a What the Hell Guy shirt with your name on it.
Yeah.
And it's an honor, it's an honor to be blindsided, I think.
Yeah. So a true blindside here for Anika. And I feel like that this was really, I know it's maybe a little controversial. I feel like the shot in the dark led up to this. Omer, I know you love the shot in the dark.
I love the shot in the dark.
I feel like that without the shot in the dark, I don't think that this blindside happens.
No, it does make you have to blindside people. You can't be humane. You have to put them down as harshly as possible. And you know what? I'm pissed like Liz Wilcox.
Yeah,
because
why?
The last time I was at your live show, Jay Maya got voted out, and now Anika, it feels targeted.
No, but those are just the ones you come to. Like those aren't
okay.
like that wasn't like the last time we had one.
Is the curse of PG on me now?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, shit.
Look at yourself in the mirror, okay?
Oh,
Before
also,
you make accusations.
That brings me to one more thing. I'd like to call someone out here, Andy. Ooh. Because Andy, I ride for Andy, and episode 1, I was down for him to throw John under the bus. I didn't care. But now he's throwing those chickens under the bus, and that's not okay. They had a place in that tribe, Andy.
You're blaming him for the chickens?
He said they were useless.
There actually is a very good use for the chickens. Eat them.
Yes.
Like, eat them. Like, I feel like it's very simple.
That's a very good use for the chickens. But, James, was this the right move for Sam?
Sam is still there, and he didn't have to play an idol, so I feel like Sam's in a very solid place. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you have a clear target next week if they lose, so why not do this now?
Well, I think it's an interesting question for Sam of taking Andy into the merge. Mergatory probably is going to be next week based off of the episode. And now you have Rachel, who you're taking with you into the Mergatory. And now, did you set up a situation where Rachel could be flipping over? Dom?
She knows about the idol.
She knows, okay. She knows about the idol. Dom, what do you think? How do you handle a situation like this?
Well, Rachel's my girl, so I'll bluff. If anything happens to her, I'll kill everybody in this place.
There's like 900 people here, Dom.
Dead.
A lot of them have nothing to do with it.
She's in a pickle. I thought she was playing a very well-balanced game
Yeah.
until this episode. I even told her, Rach, you're doing great. She's like, we'll see.
Yeah.
You're forgetting about the Survivor Social Hour. The really key Survivor Social Hour that Rachel
was involved in it.
Yeah, she's
on.
very involved at the Survivor Social Hour. I mean, so Lindsay, how do you think Rachel now feels moving forward after this tribal council? Okay, there's a big blind side. Her number one ally is gone, and now she's made some connections. Do you think that this could end up coming back to bite the people that didn't work with her?
Definitely, because I think that it ruined her relationship with Sierra. So now her thinking that she was being able to be like, do I want to be with Sam? Do I want to be do I want to be with Rachel and Anika? Like now that's been severed. So now she's kind of obligated to be with Sam. And if I was Rachel, I'd be like, I made enough relationships with the social hour that I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump ship and go that way because, sorry, Andy, you seem like a loose cannon. However, that last part of it where you're like, I kind of knew where they were gonna go with it. I'm like, that was pretty clever. I would still be very dangerous of thinking about Andy because I'd be nervous of him being in the merge too.
So what are people supposed to do with, okay, you have Andy, he's at the bottom, he's asking questions. What do you tell him? Like, don't worry about it, it's good?
I mean, the old school Survivor, you would tell them nothing.
Yeah, I would say as little as information as possible.
This is the the new era.
Okay. No, I mean,
You gotta give him something,
but
James.
you have to give credit to Andy for actually understanding the tribe dynamics.
Yeah.
Where like a lot of people are on the bottom and don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't think Andy's on the bottom. I think Andy's in the middle.
Oh,
and
sure.
Andy has all the information. So end of the day,
Yeah.
information is king.
And we didn't even see, and I suspect that it happened, that we think that Andy went back and told Sam, hey, Sam, just so you know, they're throwing your name out for the fake plan.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I think that that's really where, Andy's feeling it now.
Andy-
I think Andy feels really good.
Yeah, I think he's all the way
Andy's
back
riding a
now,
high in the merge here.
And I think that this giving out this other name for the fake plan, we saw it happen last week with Keyshawn about like this name gets coming out, and then that ends up being a reason like, okay, oh well, definitely let's get rid of it. If it was like. If Sam was needing to sell it to Sierra even more, it's like, oh, well, now they're saying my name. Now they're throwing my name out there. Now we got to move on
the decision
this.
easy for Sam. Yeah. But I think for Sierra, like almost her hand is a little forced with Sam's idol, right? Like she has this conundrum and she's put herself in this good position, but then this singular idol, which we kind of missed. Was Sam definitely going to play it or not? We don't really know. But the idea that he could, and he's already expressed, I'm definitely going to save Andy, that gives Sam a lot of power there.
James, you're making a lot of gestures.
I mean, Sam has an idol. Like you're not going to put a vote on Sam. I mean, like in all actuality, it's a one vote idol. If you actually
Right.
So like, I don't know if Andy knew about it, but everybody
Didn't
else
know
did.
about it. And I wonder now, did that open the door for, is Rachel going to tell Andy now, hey, by the way, did you know that Sam had the idol? Now all bets are off.
It's just like Rome was immune, Sam was immune. So any Sam like plan wasn't
Yeah.
really real.
So I thought it was very interesting that we saw Sam say a couple of weeks ago about, hey, what if I play the idol on Andy? And Sierra brought up that plan again, that they decided not to do that. It might make Andy a little spooked if we end up surprising him with the idol. Was that the right decision? To not play the idol on Andy, just do this with votes?
I think it was, actually. And I think, Sam may be a little gutsy after watching season 46 to not play the idol. So I want to give him kudos for doing that. But I think that it's important Sam knows how important Andy is to his game moving forward. And if he why would you blindside Andy with this idol when you're already blindsiding Rachel? So you have to keep Andy close to you in order to have that, that we that they keep talking about.
Yeah, I completely agree because I do feel like it would make Andy's thoughts turn even afterwards. Even though it was a good move and a good gesture, the fact that it was unexpected, it's gonna then make the turn, like his mind turn afterwards, and then that would spiral negatively, which wasn't the goal.
James, you're so expressive.
All right, so I'm looking at the front row, and these people are literally making me laugh, and I don't, this is bad. Like, those people right there.
Yeah, people in the front
Rein
row,
it in,
stop
rein
making
it in.
James laugh. If you have something to share with the whole class, come up here and say it. He's very expressive.
They'll be up here in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. So for this group, I mean, how does Sam and Sierra now come back, and do they need to tell Andy about the idol before Rachel ends up telling Andy about the idol?
Kind of. She's gonna do it. And you know what? You guys are crazy if you think if he plays an idol on Andy and Andy's gonna be mad that if someone played an idol on me, which I know nothing about, Lindsay, I'd be, it's kind of rude if I'd be pissed about it.
You might not be
But
openly
I never
pissed.
told you about it, so then you'd be really upset that I didn't tell you in advance.
Yeah. So then Sam should have played the idol on Andy.
I think it would have been fun.
It's like a surprise birthday party. It's like, surprise, we got an idol for
It would
you.
be a great time and make great TV,
Yeah.
obviously.
It honestly, it's interesting because you walk away from this and you're like, oh, Rachel's in this bad spot, but she's actually not. I think she's actually one of the examples I can think of where you're blindsided with the other person, and it's actually not necessarily going to be detrimental to her moving forward. I think
Well, they still need her.
they still need her,
but does she need them?
Does she still want them? Yeah.
and I feel like that Survivor Social Hour is sort of like a fake and or pre-mergatory. It was
Yes.
the same vibe where you need to come in and you need to throw someone under the bus, and Gata didn't do that at all.
It was the pre-party.
It was the pre-party. Yeah, exactly. It's a pre-game for the merge,
Yes.
right?
And it takes away her dilemma because now she's like, all right, the decision's been made. I'll just
So she I actually think is a little bit in free agent mode, which I think there's maybe a lot of free agents coming from the other tribes. So she might be
Yeah.
able to link
What do you
up.
got, James?
And the one thing I think about the new era or in general in Survivor is the bottom is really level 4 and the top is level 6. It's not actually you're not that far off from getting to the top in
level
Survivor
1.
at any point.
Yeah.
So I feel
the lowest you could go is level 4?
I mean, for the
Level
most
are
part,
you, James?
I mean, I got voted out 10, so I'm gonna
You're
take.
same, buddy.
Wow, who would have thought? But no,
A lot of big dudes.
so the bottom is never as bottomly as you think it is,
Yeah.
and the top's never as high as you think it is because people are paranoid. So I think as long as you're in the game and you have relationships, you have a chance.
Yeah. Dom, what else are you thinking about this stuff?
I'm still trying to figure out how Andy mastermind manipulated Rachel and Anika. I want to take those powers home, use them on my wife and kids. It was well done. Well done.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good. He came back from that. I mean, he was looking like a stone cold lock to go home back in episode 1, and now here he is, and he's in had a complete turnaround.
It's a complete Angela journey, my king.
Can I have your jacket?
Oh well, yeah. That's a Angelina journey.
Oh, sorry, I messed up the wrong one.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing.
Please.
I am very thrilled. It's hard for me to watch Annika's emotions, but I love to see people who care about the game enough to walk out crying.
Yeah.
That shows she was there to play, and I am really impressed with that.
Yeah, Anika seems like a fantastic player. Another one of these people that are taken out of the game too soon, and they have these small tribes, and people just get taken out. There's nothing you can do about it. I
should have
thought.
told Andy how to cut the rope. It really worked with Sam the other week.
Yeah.
Can we normalize not hugging the people that vote us out? Literally, I'm very much not. Great job,
Yeah.
man. Read them as you walk out. I'm so for that.
Well, she had a very similar exit with Asia, where she turned around and was Saul, was that you? Did you vote? And no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And so it's all right, at least my friends didn't vote me out. But it's interesting that we saw a similar
You need some
exit.
closure.
Yeah. But I want to know that it seems like that they have been gone for a little bit, but I'm wondering, are the voting confessionals and like kind of mean voting confessionals back? We saw that Gabe had a spicy one earlier in the season, and then Andy and Anika voted with the thing that says you can't vote. She didn't get to vote, but she still, I have to give a lot of credit. She still got in her thing of like, hey, I'm voting for you, Andy. It doesn't count, but I'm still saying the thing.
I think Wendell walked so everyone else could run in the tribal confessional booth.
Okay. This is going to be a fast-moving night. We got a ton of people to get to. Anything else this amazing starting panel wants to say?
You can kick us off, Rob. You know we got other people. It's okay.
Look,
understand.
we need closure. We need closure. Now, I want everybody to give me a hug before you leave, okay?
Yeah. I'm really loving this season. I will say, honestly, normally I'm more of like a post-merge person, and every single episode I've been extremely entertained, so great job. Season 47, I'm so excited. This has been an awesome season so far. You're all amazing.
Hey, thank you all for helping me get this thing started and coming up, and I'll see you all later, okay?
Peace. Okay.
All right, give it up for these guys one more time. Very expressive, James Jones. Yes. Thanks, everybody. All right. We're going to keep it moving tonight. We got another great panel coming up here, okay? And we've got here with us, coming up, we got Sabaya, Emily, Brandon, Caleb. Who else we got coming up? Maddie and Bruce. All right. Wow.
I don't have a mic.
Okay, we got some more mics. Here, who needs a mic? Who needs a mic?
Think better if I don't have one.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. All right. So, we have so much going on that we actually have a little bit of a twist here tonight. Okay. And Caleb, you're gonna like this. Okay. If anybody feels like that question's a little spicy, I don't really want to answer. I don't want to give my true thoughts on this. We have here our own version of the shot in the dark. So if you don't want to answer the question that's asked to you, go ahead and just pick up a pre-written response that's here, and maybe it's like the 1 in a million, right?
Well, I will say it was so cool seeing the first panel up here and all the strategists and looking around, and I don't think we're that.
No.
Not at all.
It's
not
like-
even close.
It's like if you can't find the train wreck tribe, you are the train wreck.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel about this
This is the
group.
vibes panel, okay? So we bring it up, and then we can bring some vibes, okay? How are you all doing?
Great. Just before we start, I want to let everyone here know I am planning to use my shot in the dark.
Okay, all right. Maddie, what did you think about this new twist we saw here tonight of the Survivor Social Hour?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's it? Okay, all right, Maddie's playing the shot in the dark. All right, Maddie, here, open it up. Open up your envelope.
Oh, there's stuff in it.
Yes, yeah, that's... All right, Maddie, what do you think of the new twist tonight?
Wait, what are the rules, Rob?
I think you just... I don't know what's written in the envelopes, that you just read what it says.
Read the card.
I want Ozzy come back for season 50.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah. Okay, he said he would come back. He said he would come back. Okay. All right. Sabaya, what are you thinking about this new twist, the Survivor Social Hour? Would you have enjoyed this?
I think somebody like me would have. I don't know if it would have gone well for everyone, but somebody that likes to get involved with people, likes to have conversations, might have an idol up their sleeve that they're trying to find fire for. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have went well for me, yeah.
Now, let me ask a question. Bruce, did they really just give them one hot dog each?
That was probably the best hot dog they've ever had in their entire lives. Like the best
Bruce,
hot dog
I
ever.
feel like that you could work that grill like nobody's business.
If there's anybody that's gonna dad up that grill, it's gonna be me.
That could have been
all
you.
Day.
You would have killed it at the Survivor Social Hour. You could have had an apron.
Yes, kiss the chef, one of those.
Yeah. They even had a veggie dog for Kyle, which he called, I believe, one of the best food experiences of his life. Shout out to my veggie dogs at the crib. One hot dog, come on. Come on.
That was pathetic. I'm sorry. It was truly pathetic. You want to go to the sanctuary, like I had like a chicken, and that's all it was a chicken.
Yeah. You know how many eggs
Greatest
that's worth?
chicken in the entire world.
You know how many eggs that's worth, Bruce?
But a hot dog? Seriously?
No, speaking of
Jake,
chicken,
say hot
though.
dog.
Not for anything.
Hot dog.
All right, Bruce, stay with us. Stay with us. Yeah.
Speaking of chickens, though, I'm glad to see that we have like live food and stuff this season. That's actually really, really cool.
Sabaya, would you have killed the chickens?
Definitely. Sorry, Kendra. But I definitely would have killed the chicken.
So the Survivor Social Hour, Brandon, everybody gets one hot dog, you get a soda, and you play cornhole.
Nary a condiment available at the Survivor Social Hour. I saw no trace of ketchup, not a relish.
He said there was no condiments.
Brandon, you don't like condiments. Be real.
I don't, but my friends do. You know? But I don't like condiment.
They're playing cornhole. Emily, I was waiting for there's like an idol hidden in the cornhole hole. Like, I think they just...
Well, not everyone was playing cornhole. Some people were still playing Survivor.
Some people were playing Yes. Yeah. But didn't you think that there was going to be some other, like, wrinkle of, like, the cornhole game?
Yeah, I was waiting for Rachel to come in with the knife, Jeff Probst's knife, and open up those sandbags just to see if there was anything in there. And if not, she'll just take the sand.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about the social hour.
The most interesting part was I feel like I was curious how much seemed like the story that Sam and Sierra were running the tribe back at the Yellow Tribe, place we know very well, and how much that might have hurt Anika in hindsight, since she was one of the people who went on the journey.
Yeah, do you think that they started to compare notes? Like, all right, well, who was the person that was saying this and confirming this? Was it you, baby Andy, or was it Anika?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because the way that Sam was telling Sierra, he was like sitting back in the hammock. He almost had like a smile on his face. I feel like this is like the final piece of the puzzle he was hoping to use to sell Sierra that we have to stay with Andy. Don't you think? Or anyone? I don't know.
Well, I don't agree with you.
You don't agree? Well, that's the thing about me and Sabaya. She's like, oh, when there's a visible pair, she's like, let's vote out the other person instead of
Right.
I'm still.
No, honestly, like with me and Caleb, that's also something that's always like in the back of your mind. So I could see, Sam and Sierra feeling comfortable now, but I'm sure in the next seasons, like more and more, it will start to weigh in the back of their mind. For Sierra specifically, I guess, here's this big guy. He's an idol that he could have played, and he had such luxury to not even have to play it, which was a huge decision, but I agree with them preserving Andy and everything like that. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it really got into story hour of like, okay, tell us what happened at all of the tribal councils. And then everybody was like comparing notes, and Tiana was like, hey, and let me, can I tell you about Gabe? This guy, Gabe, that he's looking for the idol, and she really tried to throw Gabe under the bus. It was like, she said like, hey, it worked for Gabler. This is the move. I'm gonna go to the party, and then the guy that I don't trust, I'm gonna throw under the bus. But I think that this was too soon.
Oh. I agree. Oh, well, I shouldn't comment on that. I liked it. I love Tiana. She's my winner pick. But also,
Yeah.
I really like Gabe. And I did notice that the room was very quiet when Gabe was talking his shit. And I have to say that cocky people from Maryland get a really bad rap here, okay? TK, Gabe, myself, justice for cocky people from Maryland.
Yeah. Can we give it up for the cocky people from Maryland?
They have their own section. They're in the top left here, I think, somewhere.
Caleb, I know that there was more you want to talk about than the new twist.
Oh, of course. I mean, I feel like it was, I will say, very, very cool. I feel like Andy's one of the most self-aware people on the bottom in terms of how to play out of their positioning. And that's the thing about Survivor. It does follow the law of physics, right? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. For every new high, unfortunately for people, whether it's Anika, whether it's J. Maya, my girl, right?
Yep.
For any one person to have a moment, it usually means it's at the detriment of somebody else. And so, I think I really appreciate Andy's new spot in the game, this life that he has, because I think hopefully it's not going to be gone very soon.
Yeah, he's doing great. It's a great turnaround for Andy. Sabaya, last week we saw Sue had to cut the vine down, and that does not get a candle she has to burn. She gets the red paint that she has to deal with. How would you have handled that situation?
Being caught red-handed, I would have took my ass and ran right into the ocean immediately, and just washed all of it off and just left the scene. Like, honestly, I feel like she hung around a little too long. And
you would have just left the paint.
I would have just left it, because realistically, the only thing that ties you
on Brandon?
to that scene.
I was gonna say that it would be blamed on me, and I would just say I did it.
The only thing that tied her to the scene was her being covered in the red paint. So as long as you can separate yourself, you're fine.
And Bruce, you were covered in the red paint in Survivor 44, right?
Oh.
No.
Damn.
So now,
Right?
why are
Did
you
you
bringing
find an
stuff up
idol?
like that?
Did you
I'm
find an
still
idol?
triggered by
Oh.
stuff. I
Oh.
see a board somewhere. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. So I know exactly where Sue was, and it would have been so easy for her to go to the water well, take a little bit of a left, go down towards the water.
Why didn't she
and
do like Rome
splash
and just
around.
jump in the whole well?
Like, that would have been good too, but I don't want people to get sick. Like, they would get sick from that. But she could have went around the corner and then went down into that water and just cleaned herself off. I was sitting there, and my daughter actually said to me, she goes, "Dad, she still has paint on her face." And I'm like, "Oh shit, she does." And then all of a sudden, Tiana was like, "What's wrong with your face? What did you do? Did you cut yourself?" I bit the back of my tongue. How the hell? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. You bit the back of your tongue and it's like there's blood everywhere? What is going on here? And it's on her hands, and then it's in your hair. Oh my God, it's in my hair. And she's just like, yeah, I'm good. That's fine. Just go over there. I'll be fine. That is what in my household was like absolute gold. We were jumping around, loving life.
It was a fun moment for sure. All right, so does the panel have anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say, I feel like for the idol that I had this season, it's been kind of represented twice. One with the vine, and then the other one with the kind of Russian doll effect, because my idol was like, okay, it's called the marshmallow experiment,
Oh, yeah.
If you accept the, delayed gratification, you get rewarded later. And I loved seeing it played out in a more, forward way this season with the Russian doll thing. So I thought that was really cool.
They've done some fun stuff. Caleb, won't you play a shot in the dark before you leave?
Hey,
Come on, for old time's sake.
Rob, I just love seeing idols being played. That's what I love seeing. I love seeing them being played.
All right. Why couldn't Jesse afford Billy Joel tickets? He didn't start the fire.
A lot of Jesse fans, apparently.
Did Brandon write these?
It's 1 in 6. So 5 out of 6 times you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Okay.
Can
That
Rob,
wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Before we go, can we do one more thing? Last time we had the RHAP show,
Yeah.
Brandon Donlin went home. Or
1
last
year
time
ago.
Andy went,
1 year
yeah.
ago, he was right there.
And I think it takes a lot of courage to come to something like this when you know that you're going to be voted out. So could everyone just clap again for Anika?
Oh, I think I say for Brandon. Yeah.
And for Brandon Donlin.
Look, I'm sure it's hard. It's hard, but at the same time, there's nowhere else you're gonna go where you're gonna feel so much love from people as well. It's a tough thing for any of us to go through. No winners here, right? Yeah, we've all experienced it. All right. Thank you all so much. We got another great panel coming up. I'll see you all later. Thank you. All right. So you got something for me?
Just really quick. So the Mets are on right now, and I know there's such overlap between Survivor fans and sports, particularly baseball.
Yeah, there is here.
Yeah. So I'm watching it on my phone. I've never watched this like recreationally. I've been at games, but I look at the planes in the sky. It's 2-0. We're not winning. We is in the Mets. But if there's a score change, I'm gonna run up and just tell you what it is. I'll be in the corner.
Thank you.
If you don't see me, that's why. That's what happened.
I never imagined the Mets would still be playing when we planned a live show on October 16th. I didn't think it would happen. Now look at me. But I'm dedicated. Okay. All right. We got another great panel that's coming up. Here we go. Lindsay Carmine is here. Yeah, we've got Janine, we've got White, we've got Tevin, we got Ben. Hey, everybody. Tevin, I almost wore the same exact thing.
I know you did.
Yes. Okay. All right. I want to talk a little bit about the Tuku tribe, okay? And so, and it's great. We got some Survivor 43 here to talk about this with me, and of course, they're a blue tribe, and they're a dysfunctional tribe, and so
we had a dysfunctional season, dude.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about what happened tonight with Tiana and her decision to tell everybody about what was, yes.
Let me tap you on your shoulder. Okay, Tiana's also my winner pick. Okay, there would be, yes, that's correct. Tiana's my winner pick, thank you. So there will be no Tiana slander on this stage. I'm just letting that be known now. There will be no Tiana slander, and we will go from there.
I have to beg to differ, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I love Tiana, I love her, but I did sympathize with Sue, coming from someone who's been on the other side of someone really, throwing your number one ally under the bus in front of a public forum. It's hard. It's hard to come back from. And yeah, so I just want to, there's two sides to this. And
yeah,
powerful women who deserve.
No, and I suspect that's probably what Tiana was thinking about, thinking back to your season where, okay, this is a good spot where I'm gonna, here's somebody that I don't feel so good about, I'm gonna offer that up. But the difference was that was actually a group vote where there was the ability to take action on that, and this was a week early or an episode early to do that. And then, so they come back. And I thought this was very interesting okay, so they knew what had happened. It was so interesting that the whole rest of the tribe was there except for Gabe. And so it's Caroline who says that I think you need to go tell Gabe what happened and apologize. And so I thought it was so interesting, sort of like the half-truth that Tiana decides to reveal to Gabe.
And also the half-truth, I'm intrigued by the choice of what she chose to say, because Caroline told him, like, hey, the festival was said, and in Tiana's story was, I said something in private, which doesn't line up with how would Caroline know what happened, right? So it's kind of she already kind of shot herself in the foot with the half-truth that was going to be easily exposed by both Sue and Caroline there. But also, I think it showed how much social credit Caroline has to, for both Gabe and Tiana to, kind of tell Gabe, hey, this happened, tell Tiana, hey, you need to go confess up, and both sides kind of respect Caroline's opinion there. So I'm really intrigued by what that shows about Caroline's position on that tribe.
How are we doing? No slander so far.
I'm keeping it cool.
Well, my question is like, if somebody came up to you and they were like, you're gonna have to throw yourself under the bus and then apologize, would you guys do it?
No.
Like, I would find every reason under the sun to avoid that conversation, right? And how do you do that?
Yeah, but this tribe, it's been interesting because also then there was like a lot of like, okay, you have to, when TK had said the thing, and then there was like, okay, TK should apologize to Tiana, and there's a lot of like, in this tribe, that, every tribe is different. There's a lot of like, okay, you need to go apologize to that person.
I think there's been a lot of mansplaining this season on how to play. And I think if everyone took a step back and maybe said, oh, how should I play this game, as opposed to how should I teach someone else in my tribe to play this game, things would be a lot different. Yeah.
Is there a different way that Tiana could have handled everything when they got back to the camp?
I think you kind of dug yourself too deep to not discuss with the rest of your tribe that you're throwing somebody under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And No slander on Tiana. You rock.
Yeah.
But I do think there's only two options. You either own it or you start playing even extra hard when you get back.
Yeah.
And you can't give the half lie that other people can account for, which would not rock.
It was discussed at the last tribal too that Gabe looks for idols, so you can just say that like, yeah, I told him you look for idols. Also, I wish they showed us because I can only imagine Gabe must have torn that island apart.
Oh,
when he was
no
alone.
doubt.
Because like I was thinking when I saw the tribes, like Gabe was alone from blue and Tina was alone from red. I kind of would, if you lose, that's not too bad. You get to go look for idols and everything on your own for an hour or two. So,
Tevin, this is why we need 2-hour episodes, so we could show.
What I will say about Sue is that yes, ma'am, Sue, for going to go tell your number one. My number one did not tell me that I was going home the night I went home. That did not happen. So for Sue to go tell Gabe and be like, listen, your name is out there, so that Gabe could retaliate and find a way to slide out of that is absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, I do think that Tiana's in a tough spot because when they voted out TK, that Tiana got told like, hey, we're gonna do the epic girl boss move tonight, and it's the women working together, and so she doesn't really even know that Gabe is actually with Sue and Caroline. Right. So it's a little bit of a tricky spot, and it's must be harder to go to something like this with your whole tribe as opposed to Teeny, who got to go just all alone and not have anybody there to tattle.
Yeah, I mean, like what you said. I'm impressed at this point that Sue, Caroline, and Gabe have kind of kept their alliance under wraps to the point where like Tiana had no idea she was putting herself in so much danger doing that with everybody there because she thought, I'm people who won't go tell Gabe, and instantly that obviously blows up in her face. And I'm trying to see how that plays out in the next episode because they're going to hit the merge, and I can only imagine Gabe's going to be gunning after her hard with the other tribe.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Janine, you have the hottest takes here. Let me bounce this
Sorry,
one off.
sorry.
No,
I've been trying
don't
to
be sorry.
withhold.
Don't be sorry. Should Tuku have thrown the challenge today to get rid of Tiana at the point where she's throwing Gabe under the bus?
I mean, I'm sorry, this is not a hot take, but as a Survivor fan, you should never throw a challenge. That is just against
No.
fiber.
I love it.
No. I'm so sorry.
Okay, as an old school Survivor
I have to beg to differ. I'm gonna have to tap you on your shoulder now, like you did to me earlier. No. I have a very hot take. I believe that if you do not go to tribal council before merge, your tribe will always fall apart. Nami fell apart. Nami was the only
I
people
agree
that
with
were
that.
not there.
I agree with that.
do believe that you have to go to tribal because you do not know where the tribal lines are until that
But that's
parchment is
assuming
written
that
on.
you're on top of the tribal line.
That depends per player. 'cause,
Exactly. If you don't know where you are, then you're not going to want to go to tribal. So.
Listen, you need to go to tribal.
Yeah. Now, because they're talking, Caroline's talking about, hey, I need to get this 5 back together, Lindsay. So is that the right move to try to heal this group?
Again, as someone who tried to do that, it's almost once the lines are fractured, I think it's impossible to kind of recover from. It's like, with a family fight, it's estranged. You're gonna have to let it just mull over and do its own thing. There's nothing you can do to corral or Australian Shepherd things back into their right place. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my take. Yeah. Can I say something about the challenges though?
Yes.
Now we're on that point. I do appreciate.
Janine is on fire.
Sorry. But this is the last time I will say an observation. I appreciate the game makers trying to throw some twists and turns, like the social happy hour and the puzzle. Like the fact that it was a little bit more complex in that the less time you have to take it down, also the less time you have to study it and build it back up. So I don't know. I thought that was like a little tweak that I'm like, okay, Survivor, they do care. And they're changing the structure of the challenges in a way that is, as super fans, nice to know.
Yeah. And please keep sharing your takes, Janine. Okay. Ben, won't you play a Shot in the Dark? Come on.
I would play Shot in the Dark by Ozzy Osbourne off his album The Ultimate Sin. But you want me to grab one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Do you want Ben to play Shot in the Dark?
A Shot in the Dark.
Okay. What do you got?
Before I ask, I'm really hungry. Does anybody have any snacks? I got triggered watching Survivor. I want to eat,
Does anybody in the audience have any snacks for
Just
Ben?
one hot dog.
Yeah. Melly, you got snacks?
You actually have snacks?
Yeah.
Sorry, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'll pass half
like
of this
Melly has a meal prep here, like leftovers. Here, just read the shot in the dark. We're on a
I want to get a
we're on a
different one, though.
timetable. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go. Dog, you lived in the jungle too. Don't act like you.
Okay,
wouldn't eat
real
it.
quick.
Okay. What state do the most Survivor players live in?
What?
Denial.
Oh. Okay. All right. Thank you to the great panel.
Thanks, Rob.
Great
Hey,
job.
you rock.
Thank you, Tevin. Yeah. Take care. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right, Brandon, you got an update for me? What's going on with what's going on?
I have horrible news.
Oh no.
It's remarkably bad.
What happened?
There were 2 more runs that were scored. Not our team.
Yeah?
Not our team. Mike Turner just left. He was upset. I don't know if he's still here. I haven't
He
looked
doesn't
over.
look happy.
No, he doesn't. He's actually coming up here now.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll be back.
All right. Let's bring up another panel here. We've got coming up here a big one here. Okay. It's the Purple Pants Badass Price Isaiah. It's Izzy. It's Wendeezy. It's Sydney and Tiffany. No, that's the next panel. That's the next panel. And Mike Turner and Kevin Jacobs. Tiffany, where's the pizza?
Usually you give me about 2 seconds notice before I have to deliver a pizza and look like a total fool on stage. So we're not going to do that tonight, okay?
Okay.
Robert, can I get something off my chest real quick?
Yes.
Because I was sitting in my seat today. Hey, y'all. I was sitting in my seat, and I said, Lord Jesus, let me be a rope. Because if I was a rope, I would want somebody like Andy to come just chop me off. Because I said, oh, Andy!
Yeah.
Okay, oh, sorry. Whew. Sorry.
How was his form cutting the rope?
Doggy. Okay. Sorry.
Why do you
sorry.
come up here with this
Let me
guy?
switch seats. I got a little moist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get that out of here.
The problem is he would cut you with the dull side.
Is he?
Yeah. You won't look at him?
No, I won't.
Mike, how you holding up?
I'm not doing good right now.
Yeah. Look, if
First of all, what the heck are we doing here on a Wednesday night during a Met game?
Mike, I can't change the date. If anything, the Mets screwed us up. I had this date planned for 3 months.
We never thought we'd ever be here as a Met fan. And look at us. Miserable again.
Miserable again. That's how we like it. Okay, I want to talk about what's going on with the Lavo tribe, okay? We had, they went to 2 tribal councils in a row. They avoid tribal council, but they still had a lot of interesting stuff going on there this week. And first of all, let's start with Teeny, who's in such an interesting position. Went on the journey last week. Got to go to the Survivor Social Hour this week, solo. Wendell, how do you think Teeny is set up now going into the merge?
Well, can you just remind me what she did at the social hour? Because I was sitting between Tevin and Davey, and they were a little bit distracting. Oh, my bad. You're still here. My bad.
They did something more than the first merge boot at Winners at War, is what happened. Okay, just some.
Bryce, I've turned over a new leaf. I'm going to be nice to you today.
Thank you.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Anybody else tired? Or is it just me? You see? I'm exhausted. I'm old.
Tiffany is never exhausted, trust me.
No, I'm fine. I just need to wake up for a minute. I'm good. This has nothing to do with Survivor whatsoever. But I just thought I'd tell you I was tired.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Well, I think Teeny was in a precarious position because she was the only one sent on the journey sent to the social hour from her tribe.
Yeah.
Social hour.
But I also think my man Rome. I love watching Rome.
Yeah.
I love it. Can we get a shout out to my man Rome? I love
Shout him out.
Okay.
I love Rome too, but I also
I love watching.
Saul.
He's very entertaining.
Saul's my man.
No side conversation.
I was saying Saul's my man.
Okay.
Okay.
He's trying to run our own podcast over here.
I was talking to you actually.
Well, stop talking to me. You get me very nervous.
I know. I have that effect on men.
Yeah.
Or man. one man.
Kevin, how you doing?
Tiffany's making me very nervous up here. I'm nervous. I'm a Canadian. I was on the New York subway today, and there were like two crazy groups of people like going at each other, and I was trying to figure out like who would I rather hurt me. That is Lavo. That is Lavo, and I'll tell you how. All these people are very, very, very smart. We got Rome, Genevieve, Teeny, Saul all going at it, running around, trying to hurt each other. It is actually like the New York subway. They're all good at this. They're all trying to one-up each other. It's electric. I don't know if I could live there. I don't know if I could live in New York, but it's a lot of fun.
That was pretty good. What was Genevieve's line today? She said something smooth. The scales be tipping.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a real one for that. She's invited to the cookout. She's a real one.
Oh. Does she get? Never mind. Because if I was invited to the cookout, I get more than one hot dog. But I mean,
veggie dog?
Oh no! I need
100%
meat.
By the way, not for nothing, I love hot dogs, but that vegetarian hot dog did not look good at all out there. I'm not sure I could eat that thing.
Excuse me. I don't know if any of you know this about me, but I love talking about the bathroom. So I just want to shout out Saul. He's the one who said, fart, right?
Oh, did he say that?
He said, fart. What I wouldn't have given to have been that person at that moment who said that, that was so great.
Why did he say that?
Because he wanted to say fuck, but he said fart. Sorry.
He's like in the good place?
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to use my good word that I love.
But Tiffany, you had your great moment on Survivor, the balance beam.
It was a lot like our friend who was sawing the stick, only I was doing it onto the balance beam instead. But nobody talks about that as being a good moment. No.
You know what that remind me of though, Tiffany?
Here we go.
No, I'm just saying. Y'all remember from Tim from season 46?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to my Tim. The way Lord Jesus just came over me and said, "Say Tim from 46." So.
All right. Well.
Okay.
All right, Izzy, okay.
Izzy.
That I am wondering with this red tribe, how are they going to function when they get into the Mergatory? Because they really are, it seems like they're going in all these different directions. And I'm wondering if they're like, I feel like that Rome is the least of their problems. I feel like that Teeny is about to leave them high and dry.
Absolutely. Yes, they're all leaving each other once the merge happens. For sure. They're not staying together. I think Teeny was in like an awesome position at the social hour actually because Tiana's mistake was not necessarily what happened when they got back to the beach, but like being the first of multiple people from your tribe to speak. Like that's a dangerous position to be in. You don't know what Sue are thinking, right? And then you're just going up there with something really intense, you know? Like that's complicated. And Teeny can say whatever.
And Teeny's also already connected with Andy and with Caroline of having the three-way idol. So the Teeny's already very incentivized to leave this group that just
100%. Teeny will have that solo idol. I know it.
Yeah.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Threat.
Oh, okay.
It was a threat.
Okay.
You want to do a shot in the dark?
Say, Wendell, stop playing. Wendell, go ahead and do it. Wendell, go ahead and do it.
All right, Wendell's got it.
Come on, Wendell.
Shot in the dark for Wendell.
Wendell, take it.
Okay, what do you got?
What do we have here? What does Jeff Probst call Johnny Fairplay? Johnny's my friend.
You want me to read it?
I'll say it.
Trick question. He doesn't.
I don't like
And these writers, the writers are like a little rude. That's a little rude.
That's mean, man.
Yeah.
Robert, I got a little wet this episode. I also had an issue. Sorry.
Did somebody spill a drink?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I also had an issue this episode with the Yellow Tribe.
Yes.
Because for some reason, I became a hen. And when I became a hen, I was like, you know what? If I'm a hen, I'm going to do Sue math. So I'm 22 years old, right? And I also felt like, well, if I'm 22, why is Sam just throwing me away? I can produce 20 eggs a day, Sam. I'm just saying. I can produce 20 eggs.
I mean, yeah, you make a good point.
What's happening?
You should have played your shot.
I'm just saying, I do Sue math over here.
Kevin, are you feeling like you're back on the subway?
This is electric. I like this. I feel like I'm with Lavo. We're just having fun attacking each other.
Yeah.
30 eggs, Sam.
Yeah. You know what I thought was a really interesting moment with Lavo also was when Saul went back to Genevieve and just basically said, like, boy, Genevieve, I can't believe it. Like, Rome told Saul, like, hey, Genevieve doesn't want to work with you. He's like, Genevieve, I'm really hurt. I thought you wanted to work with me. Rome said you didn't want to. I feel like that not everybody does that on Survivor. It's like, well, now I got to work against Genevieve. Like, to just, like, come out and say the thing that you had heard, like, that was pretty wild.
It's amazing how in life and in Survivor, just having a tough conversation sometimes can save you a lot of stress.
And for Genevieve, she's like, yeah, that is true. I did say that, but I didn't want Saul to know it.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't make it this far in the episode, so I wouldn't know what I would do in that situation. I'd be home.
Tiffany, what else are you thinking about this season?
I'm thinking a lot about what's happening over there in that corner. I'm concerned. Yep, that one,
Not
that
Izzy?
corner with the sunglasses. Now I know why you were wearing the sunglasses. You were having a whole moment with that show.
With Saul.
I saw it. With Saul.
This whole side is
what am
New
I
York
thinking?
Fashion Week. Look at them.
The whole moment.
Y'all look incredible.
Are you asking me what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about how I didn't go on a social, and that hot dog would have been really good, and I would have eaten the freaking chicken, or 3 of them. And I was also thinking that if I was Jonathan on that episode and you had 18 eggs, that wouldn't have even been enough for him.
Yeah, that's
so that negotiation.
That's
sucked.
like
that's a morning.
snack
That's
for
a
Jonathan.
snack. That's a snack. So I was thinking about that.
45, Sam.
No, Jonathan would ate one of his tribe members.
Yeah, he was going all
still
like,
been
yeah.
hungry. He was,
That's what I was also thinking that because of the way he's talking tonight, I was thinking about the show that I'm watching, Tell Me Lies, which is so good. I'm just saying. Have you been watching it?
A little.
Oh my God, obsessed. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
That's a different
what's
podcast.
happening.
That's
It's a different podcast.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I was thinking. You asked me what I was thinking.
That is true. I opened up Pandora's box.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. This is why I did not get past where I got on Survivor.
Izzy, what else are you seeing from this season?
I'm loving this season. I think this is a great season.
It's a
I think
great
like
season.
a lot of people are
This
really
was a great
thinking.
episode.
I think a lot of decisions are being made. You know, I wasn't happy with who went home tonight. But you know, I would have tried to do something weird, convince Sam to play his idol for Andy. Everyone vote for Andy, but they actually all vote for Sam. Get rid of Sam. Sam's causing Sierra problems, right? She's got the 2 girls already at the social hour. They're maybe connecting up
Do you
with
feel like
more
that
people.
Sierra made the right decision?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm biased. Yeah. That's all. That's my thoughts. That's my thought.
You know what? I thought they were gonna. At one point, I thought that they were gonna blindside Andy.
Yeah.
Cause like he's thinking of this crazy strategy, which is
That's
actually
working.
I think it's a great strategy. Bryce, may I finish?
I'm just saying, tread lightly about Andy.
You know, I also need to teach Andy how to saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you did. That would be great.
It's just a longer motion, Andy. That's all it is. Okay, just.
Oh God. And I'm the problem.
Not like that. No, not like, you know what?
Do we have another C?
Great job tonight, Andy. That's all. Great
Okay.
job.
All right. I'm getting the signal. I got to wrap up with this group, okay?
And bring the lawyers in.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
We got one more panel to get
Something's
to.
wrong with
Okay.
Are you tired of me yet?
No. Never. Okay. Thank you all so much. Okay? All right. We've got one more panel coming up. And this is, we got to talk about this negotiation that happened. We haven't even talked about this yet, okay? And so we've brought in some of our top negotiators and litigators around to talk about this. So please welcome, who's coming up here? We've got Eliza, Jake, Sydney, and Katora. Dude, Tiffany said this one's not working. Here, grab that one. Here, right there. The chair's fine. It's just the mic. Tiffany said the mic's not working. Yeah. All right. We got to talk about this negotiation. Okay. All the mics working. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Hi, Rob.
Amazing.
Hello.
Hi, Katora. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
You've got your
Is that-
lawyer
is that
panel
working?
up here.
I know.
Look at these lawyers, all the lawyers. We miss you, Charlie. We love you. I hope you passed the bar exam.
Please pass the bar.
Come on.
He's getting his results tomorrow, so fingers crossed for Charlie. I'm sure he's fine.
Fingers
you
crossed,
got
he's
this.
fine. He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. Okay.
Fine.
All right. Okay.
Oops.
We've
Just kidding.
got-
Just kidding. I'm talking to
In
you.
spirit.
Charlie,
Okay.
wherever
All right,
you are.
let's
man.
recenter over here.
Right, let's
Okay, let's talk to the people on the stage. Let's talk about what's going on with the chickens.
Oh.
Okay? So 3 live chickens get given to the survivors. Here you go. This is your reward, 3 live chickens. The chickens got returned like when I see something, a jacket on Amazon, and I'm like, all right, let me try that, and I take it right back to Kohl's. They returned her the reward.
Outrageous. Truly.
I mean, I don't know. I thought we were past the point of loving the chickens so much that they can't be killed.
Dude, I'd wrangle that shit.
I
Like,
was
that
like,
shit's dead.
why are we not eating at least one?
I mean, if you've never, you know the phrase running around with a chicken with your head cut
Yeah.
off? If you've never cut off a chicken's head, how would you even know the physical manifestation of that phrase?
Did you ever have
on
chickens,
Micronesia?
Liza? Yeah.
We killed chickens. Ozzy chopped its head off, and it ran around with its head cut off, and we ate it, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that. I have
Sorry, not
experienced
sorry.
that.
You know, I just wonder, like, that for the survivors, are they feeling like any sort of like social pressure of like, I don't want to kill the chicken. I don't want to be the one that kills the chicken.
Dude, if you're starving, what the hell is the social pressure?
Kill the chicken.
Like what the no?
But also,
dude,
they're
I'm-
not
I'm
starving. It's 26
starving.
days.
A
They're
chicken,
not starving.
a free large chicken.
Unpopular.
Well, they're not actually as big as they were before. I feel like
Yeah.
they're kind of small this season, right?
That means they're organic, which is good. We don't want like
That is
hormone-infused chicken, you know? Like
But we
that's
want
I hope they're
some
free range,
chicken.
yeah.
We want chicken.
We need free-range chicken rewards. That's it.
I just want to say I would not kill the chicken on the island.
Whatever.
See ya. But.
Oh, wait.
But,
Okay, wait,
hold up, hold up,
Kenny.
Yeah,
hold
you
up.
guys are see ya,
Can I
buddy.
finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? I'm not gonna stop a person with a machete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand in front of him.
Okay. Well, look, we've got our legal experts here. So I want to know about this negotiation, okay? So they bring back 3 live chickens and say, Jeff, hey, you know what about that? Second place was 6 eggs. We would like to exchange the chicken for 24 eggs. And Jeff does not say, get the hell out of here.
He also
Right.
doesn't pull out a knife and randomly stab a bag of rice. So I think they're doing okay.
If you don't want them, I'll take them.
Yeah, where's
That'll
the
be
knife?
my dinner.
Right, who wants them then?
Yeah.
And let the other tribes take them. Be
Ooh,
like,
I
oh,
like
you don't
that.
want them,
Yeah.
really?
I
There's
like
no
that.
return policy here. Sorry. And just taking them from that tribe.
Yes,
and giving
what's
them
the
some
legal
back.
precedent?
Legally speaking,
Oh,
there needs to be
Lord.
like a fair negotiation. There needs to be like somewhat equal bargaining power.
Do you know where we were? This is Survivor.
Right, so that's
Yeah.
the thing. So this isn't a negotiation. Like Jeff could just straight up, which I think Jeff should have just been like, nah.
There's no consideration. exactly.
What happened to Spicy Jeff? This
I
wasn't that
know.
spicy.
It wasn't.
It was not
It wasn't.
spicy.
It was
And
Jeff
honestly,
The chicken was plain.
It was very mild.
It was soft,
mild Jeff.
And he
18
gave them
eggs?
15 eggs?
18 eggs? No, he came back. He came up from 15. He gave
Oh,
them
he went up to
It was 18.
Oh,
18.
come on.
Was this day 9?
That's a lot of.
I think it was day 9. Yeah.
That's a good amount of eggs.
know that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a bad deal. Like that's pretty good.
That's
yeah,
the
We
best
got
deal
15
ever.
eggs.
Yeah, so I looked up the nutritional information.
Oh.
Okay.
Numbers, love it.
And so the 3 chickens divided by 5 people is about 1,000 calories each person, and then the
But it's
18
protein.
eggs for 5 people. It was only like 250 calories per person. So they ended up trading down, but it did seem like a pretty generous and easy exchange.
They're still at a calorie deficit. So if you're
I mean, like the merge is about to happen, right? And that's gonna get dispersed as soon as you hit the merge. So it's like either you're gonna
Yeah, the merge
pound
is around the
18
corner.
eggs, like no problem, or
Yeah.
like right?
Well, how big of a mistake was it to not make the fire before they went to the challenge where they could potentially lose the flint?
It's mind-bogglingly idiotic. What were they doing? Honestly, we never came back from a challenge and didn't have a fire going. Like, what were they thinking?
they're probably thinking they might win. Or that they could just do it with like, don't people do it with like sunglasses and like sticks and shit?
No one's
Like-
thinking
I don't think
that
sunglasses
on
are
Survivor. No
ideal.
one's thinking that on Survivor.
But wait,
Yeah.
Rob, I know we're going to wrap
oversight.
this panel.
It's a
We would
bad
be remiss to have a legal panel here not to talk about the lawyer on this season who is
I was gonna
absolutely
Yes.
crushing it.
Oh, yeah.
And who's just, I mean, what an extraordinary breakout last 2 episodes Genevieve has
Shout
had.
out to Genevieve
I mean,
Yes.
for representing the lawyers.
representing lawyers, doing us
yeah.
so proud.
Please
As
do better
usual,
than
a
us.
slow
Please do
burn,
better than
a
us.
slow start, and now Genevieve's kind of killing it.
Yeah,
Killing it.
yeah.
Killing it.
Crushing it.
Slow start, but coming on strong these
Yeah,
last 2
yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
Does anybody want to play the shot in the dark before we start to wrap things up?
Eliza, do you want to try it?
Jake,
Do you want to try it,
feels like
Eliza?
It should be you, Jake.
Wait, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, Jake,
Jake,
you do it.
Jake. Okay.
I thought you loved these new era twists so much, you might want to give it a shot. You know what I mean?
For those who are just listening at home, there was a really big eye roll.
Huge.
Okay. Jake?
Why did Tony Vlachos sneak into the NBA Hall of Fame?
Why?
So he could spy Shaq. That's with a Q, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh
So
my God!
I wouldn't have got that.
This,
I'm out.
Rob.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. We're okay. All right. That's our time here tonight, people.
no.
Okay. You were an amazing crowd. We've still got some fun still tonight, but outside of the podcast. Thank you all for coming up and talking through the chicken negotiation with us from tonight. New York City, you've been amazing. Woo! Woo! And of course, we've got so much more coming up here at RHAP, a full week of podcasts about this episode, so make sure you check it all out, both on our YouTube channel and when you go to robhasawebsite.com/subscribe. Anything else? Sam, any other business tonight? Yeah, we've got another. Look, and if you're watching us here and you're having FOMO, come on out and see us in Houston for our next live show. We'll be there on December 4th, okay? See you in a couple of months. Thank you so much, New York City. You are amazing. Thanks to everybody who traveled. We love you. Have a great night, everybody.